Last month, Metatron predicted June would be dodgy. It was all that and more. Now, let's dive into the July forecast so you can get your ducks in a row before it hits the fan. Hi, I'm Debbra Lupien, voice of the Akashic Records, bringing you the July 2022 forecast from Archangel Metatron. Dear Metatron, June was rough. Can you tell us what's in store for July? July will be turbulent. Energies have accelerated. They're moving rapidly and at cross purposes. When they intersect, you will feel the disruption like a collision. This does not mean you need go into hiding, withdrawing from the world. Rather, it means proceed with caution. Evaluate your choices with more care and mindfulness. The escalation is not at the level of tiptoeing through a minefield, for instance, although at times it may feel that way. Hold on to your angels. Allow them to guide you safely through conflicts and negative energy. July is a time when your trust will be tested. You are being honed like fine steel. Sometimes you'll trip and fall. Mostly you'll flow. Please refrain from self-recrimination when you trip. It's all part of expansion. Sometimes you misjudge a step. It happens. We're not expecting perfection. Just make your best effort. That's all we ask. Your best is more than enough. Know that you have everything within you to successfully navigate this chapter of your life. Your thoughts turn to what exactly is going to be coming at you in July. It will be somewhat different for everyone, and as always depends upon choices that have and will be made. The important thing is that you are prepared, as is your team. Focus on balance and flow in all things. This month will be especially challenging for those who have not yet awakened. They may feel lost at sea, unmoored. Fear and despair hover near. Support them as you feel led. They are on a different path. It's one of their choosing and therefore perfect for them, regardless of appearance. When you offer help in such instances, it is vital to remain detached from the outcome. Some will follow your lead and rise up. Others will cling to fear and despair, remaining unreachable. It is not your job to save them, for that would take you off your path and you have important work to do. Remember, when you struggle to know which is the right choice, let go of thinking your way through. Instead, feel your way through. Use your solar plexus compass to feel which choice is best. When the stakes are higher, as they are now, ego will jump to the forefront, doing its level best to commandeer your attention and cooperation. Ego will sink your ship trying to follow old ways of being. It's important to remember that is no longer who you are. As an awakened, sovereign soul, your choices come from a place of higher wisdom and vision. It's time to let ego know there's a new captain in charge. Now, about those challenges. There will be ample opportunity to get your feet knocked out from under you. We do not say this to instill fear, rather to help you remain alert. You've worked steadfastly low these many months, strengthening your sea legs, and now they will be put to the test. You may surprise yourself with the strength and determination you can now muster. Sometimes you will get knocked down. In those times, do not fret and give in to despair. No, stand up, brush yourself off, and move forward once more. There will be a period where you'll be called to withstand many blows, both psychic and emotional. Consider this your next level of training. During this time, you will be up-leveling your strength and abilities, a necessary part of your preparation for the battle yet to come. It will be challenging. You may at times question whether you want to continue. This is perfectly normal. Not all light workers will choose to participate in the battle. Some are not ready. Others may change their mind. This stage of the journey is a sorting process. Only those who are committed, steadfast, and ready will move on to the great battle for control of Earth. Divine has decreed you will be successful. However, you must be the ones to set the course of your future, and you do that by achieving victory in the great battle. So if you know you cannot lose, you know your angels stand with you, and you know you're prepared, what is there to fear? Nothing, we say. When you stand in solidarity with your angels and fellow lightworkers, you are unbeatable. Darkness must surrender to the power of love and light. Once you reach that pinnacle, transformation is nearly instantaneous. Can you imagine an energetic sonic boom blazing across the earth, transforming everything in its path? Meanwhile, as you use the present to further prepare, do not hesitate to call upon your angels for anything you need, no matter how trivial. If you feel the need to ask, it's important. I feel the need to ask a lot. Will there continue to be intense weather events, massive death? What about Ukraine? Women's rights? Also, what is Earth doing while we're preparing? Whilst you are preparing, Earth continues her own work. Yes, there will be more tragedy and death. More than 1 million souls are still planning to exit before the great shift. As much as possible, bless them and accept their choice. No explanations are necessary. They chose to opt out, and so shall it be. The departing souls send gratitude and love to you, who freely chose to be the facilitators of Earthtopia. You will have their energetic, if not their physical, support. Can you tell us when the war in Ukraine will end? At this moment, the timeline shows the war ending as 2022 winds down. We're doing everything in our power to assist so that it might be sooner. However, as you know, we cannot interfere with your free choice. All we can say is that at this moment, it's highly likely to be complete by year's end. What can you tell us about the right-wing power grab in the US that diminished women's rights? Firstly, we urge you not to engage in us against them mentality. There is much blame to go around, but sitting in blame helps no one. In fact, it is quite disempowering. Focus on the truth. Now is the time for women to awaken to the innate power they have always possessed. Now is the time to stand together in power and intention, an unbeatable force. The truth is, those who would stifle women are in the minority. They just make more noise, lie, and cheat to achieve their goals. Ultimately, they will be defeated. Now is the time to gather in solidarity. Call upon the men who support your right to bodily autonomy. When you come together in this way, you are unbeatable. You will defeat those who would enslave you with no need for a drop of blood being spilled. Your power is in your voice, your determination, solidarity, and in your vote, just as generations before you successfully fought for their rights by voting. In the meantime, do all you can to support your sisters who are being harmed so that they might survive to stand at your side as you take back what is rightfully yours. Anything else about women? For the short term, you may need to refrain from intercourse. That is something you mostly have power over. In cases of rape, those women will need to rely upon their sisters to help them find solutions that do not endanger their lives. Those are simply the practicalities of your present reality. This has always been true in certain less privileged parts of the world. Now that more women of the US have awakened to the peril facing them, there will be greater understanding and outrage for women of other countries. This will benefit everyone. We say this with love and no judgment. You don't know what you don't know. Some of you have led relatively sheltered lives with no concept of any other way of being. This is reality making its presence known. It is not up to men to regulate women's rights. Those rights are endowed by your Creator. Men who usurp and victimize will ultimately pay the price. Karma will deal with them, just as it will with those women who stand with the men against their sisters. Balance will be restored. That is the way it was designed. What about climate disasters? Anything you can tell us about them? Any warnings so we might mitigate or avoid them? Any predictions you can share? Yes, there are more than the usual amount of disasters coming this year. However, do not expend your energy worrying about what may happen. Remember, unless your soul is ready to depart, your angels will intervene so that should you be caught up in a disaster, you will survive. That being said, this is an excellent time to connect with your intuition. If you feel impending doom, then do something about it. Take inspired action to safely remove yourself from danger. Don't get on that plane. Choose another activity that day. Take a vacation during the time of threat so you're not physically present. There are always empowered choices you can make that serve your greater good. Now, more than ever, you are being called to tune into your inner guidance and that of your angels. Together, you'll navigate this journey of life more successfully and certainly happier. Less worry, more confidence and love. That is our prescription to carry you through to a brighter tomorrow. Change is coming, but it needn't sweep you away. Flex your spiritual muscles as you stand in faith and trust that you are here for a reason and you are capable of navigating the great shift into Earthtopia. Anything else you care to share? Yes. Forget your troubles. Come on, get happy. You're going to the promised land. Hallelujah. I'll take that. How about you? I hope Metatron's message brings you peace of mind and calm resolve that you do have what it takes to get to the promised land of Earthtopia. Thank you for watching. This is Debbra Lupien, voice of the Akashic Records, standing in solidarity with you, my fellow Lightworkers. Till next time, bye.